Hello everyone and welcome to this AstroTarot reading for the next 2 weeks. And so let's see what the astrology and tarot has for us as a collective and what we can expect for the next 14 days. And the astrology cards that came out when I shuffled the deck were the 6th house and Capricorn energies. So the 6th house is, as it says on the card, it's about our work life, it's about our health and duty area of our lives. It's it's about what we want to see grow in our garden of our personal lives, and in this case, in our collective life. We can see that there's a woman here in this picture. She is digging in her garden. So it's really much about what do we wish to harvest? What is it that we are putting in the soil that we wish to see grow? What is it? What kind of life do we picture for ourselves here on planet Earth? And so it's really about coming into also our calling in life, as 6th house holds the universal energy of the zodiac sign of Virgo, which is an earth zodiac sign, a very holy sign. It's referring to Mother Mary. So it's very much about our calling in life, what we feel called to do. It's like we can see with this young woman also in the picture. It's like she's reaching up for the stars while she has her feet planted here on planet Earth. She's stretching up to reach for the stars. So it's like, as above, so below. So what is it that we now seem to have the opportunity to put into the ground? What is it that we want to see grow? Because it is as if we have some very special contact with what is beyond right now. And also the 6th house is ruled by the planet Mercury, which is all about communication and information and the ability to learn something new. It's about taking care of our communities and everything that is close to us. So what is important for us? What kind of what is it that we wish to see grow? If there's something we want to learn or we wish to have a deeper look at, now is the chance to do that, because we can really put it in the soil now, so that we can harvest when we move on. And also Virgo season is about harvest. In the northern hemisphere we have the harvest season also, and so that would be in August, September. And so there is something that might be ready to harvest right now, but it is also, I sense, what we choose afterwards to put into the soil so that we can harvest again later on. Again, with the earth element, it's a feminine, slow moving energy, and it promises us that we will be successful at the end, but we need to do the job, we need to do our work. And also here there's an underlining of that we might want to take better care of our health actually, that we need to attend to that as well. Nutrition, exercise, meditation, perhaps looking into perhaps different exercise than we are really used to, looking into new ways of making a delicious dinner, perhaps with, where you're cutting out some of the fat, or you might have a week where you don't eat meat, something like that, or we drink more water, or whatever it is. We need to tune into our bodies, as the earth element also is calling for our bone structure, our nails, hair, skin. So we really need to take care of ourselves and our inner structure as well, and make sure that we are functioning in the most efficient way possible. And moving on to the Capricorn energy, here we are in that zodiac sign, which is also an earth sign. So Capricorn energy is, he he is the CEO here. He is the hard worker. Now, this creature keeps moving up the mountain until he reaches the top. And it's like the Capricorn is looking at us here like, okay, so are you coming? Do you want to do the job or not? Do you wish to follow me on this path? Or should I just do it alone? So are you ready? Because we are moving on now. Again, a feminine, slow-moving energy. This Capricorn will reach the top. There is no doubt about that. It has ambition. It has a drive for, also in our, if you look at it in a more material way, it has a drive for money and career. You know, it really has its focus on achievement in the world. So it's a very serious materialistic energy, as it says on the card too, and it's willing to do the work, it's willing to do the job. A Capricorn follows through. So there is a very big underlining for us here for the next 2 weeks of doing the job, finding out what our calling is. And as I'm reading for the collective here, it's about why are we here as an earth people? Why are we here on the planet? What is it that we want to do? Of course, earth element is also referring to, very literally, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, and what we're doing to her. What is the plan with all of that? How would we like to treat her, really? And it's like we need to do the job here. We really need to figure out what our calling is, looking after for ourselves so that we can thrive in the best way possible with our health and our work life, and make things go more hand in hand, and make it an ambition perhaps to treat ourselves better, to treat Mother Earth better. So let's have a look at the tarot and see what they have for us on this subject. And the cards over here, they are talking about up here, those are the cards talking about what's going on in the details. So in the details right now, the World card actually came out. And as I am reading for the collective here, there's a strong underlining of us stepping more out now, stepping more out as a collective, as one world. And we're coming into completion and some kind of reward also right now. This is card number 21 in the tarot, and the last card. So we have been walking from card number 1 to 21, and we have been seeing a little bit of everything. It's like we can now have a more a solid overview of things and what we have been going through so far. And this is talking about a cosmic cycle perhaps also, but it's talking about also cycles within cycles within cycles. And we are wrapping things up now so that we can move into new cycles. And the life area where this energy is turning up in is in our emotions, in our spirituality, in how we go about our psychic abilities, and our sensitivity, and how we live with each other, actually, where it seems as if we're coming out more harmoniously right now. It's like we're growing in that life area as a collective right now, and also wrapping up one cycle in this area so that we can enter a new one where this is of a much an even more solid foundation. 4 is a stable number, so there is something coming in here where we keep growing and we come into more harmony, and also we will have a focus on our relationship with one another. So here we are in our emotional body, so there's something going on inside of us where we're being asked to do that job. And actually perhaps we have throughout the last year and a half been going through a lot through the pandemic, and now we are reaping the reward perhaps of what that has taught us over here we're in the element of water with the chalices over here, and water is also referring to the water that we have within our bodies. We consist of almost 80% water. So water is also where the viruses, what we're picking up on in our emotional body of sickness or disease or something like that. So there could be a cleansing of that we are moving into more harmony now, that we have had all the information here, and that we have asked questions, that we have been taking more care of our health, and now it has left us with some kind of new insight. And that is leaving us, or that is moving us into a new cycle of more harmony and growth, where we are perhaps coming into more harmony with one another. We are taking more responsibility for each other, and we are just more sensitive towards one another, and that it seems to be easier for us to tune into each other's emotional bodies, and coming into that area as well, also as a collective in a more peaceful way. And overall, if we have a look at the bottom cards that came out, overall this is about making a choice. We have card number 6 here coming out, the Lovers, and it's talking about decision time. To me, this is also our soul mission card, keeping our soul contract here. It's talking about a pact or an oath. You know, which way to choose now. What are you deciding? What are you up for now? Because the life area that this energy is showing up in is again in the earth element. It's in 8 of Pentacles. So we are here in our the life area where we're talking about our finances, work life, home, how we build up the entire structure for our earth life, our practical daily routines as well. And here we are back in the earth element, just as we talked about before with the 2 astrology cards. And so again, a reference to earth element, and that it is important now that the new information or the new learning or improved knowledge that we're coming into now, that we are making a decision here, which way to go now with our work life, which way to go with building our homes, and what about Mother Earth? What are we doing to Mother Earth? How are we treating her? What would we like to see grow? So it's like back to the 6th house over here, where we were talking about the planet Mercury, which was about information and insights and learning something new. I feel that there's a clear reference to this card, 8 of Pentacles, that all the new learning now, since 8 of Pentacles is talking about improved knowledge and new learning coming in and new projects. I feel that there's a reference here to the 6th house that we talked about before, that now we have gained some more information, we have become wiser, which would be the characteristics of the Capricorn. And what are we going to do with all of that insight now? How are we going to move on from here? What will our choice be? And back to the Capricorn, are you coming or what? What are you deciding for? Do you wish to walk all the way to the mountaintop, or do you wish to just quit right now and do something else and lose sight of your goals perhaps in life? So I feel that this is a very strong message to what we are doing right now to the planet, how we're treating ourselves and each other. And it seems as if in the areas of economy and also the environment, I feel that there's, or everyone can see that there's a lot going on in the world right now. So that would lead us back to 8 of Pentacles, confirming that this is about our Earth life and how we structure it. What are the frames for our physical 3D life right now, and where do we see that going? Are we willing to step into our calling and see life more as a calling? Or are we just thinking about the hardcore financial results? Do we just think about building a bigger home, or buying car number 3, for example? You know, it's like, how do you want to climb up? Do you want to level up your Capricorn energies to become the wise one, to become more disciplined, to become a disciple, actually, which would also be the characteristics of the zodiac sign of the Capricorn. A few extra cards that came to my mind while I was preparing for this reading were these cards, and I'll just show you here. I was thinking about a lot of Mother Earth is coming in here, and we can see how she's trying to actually protect us. We are her children. So it's like she is perhaps also asking us for protection of her right now. We must never forget that she too has a soul, just as we do. And that would actually lead us back to the card down here of the Lovers, where we're talking about soul contracts. So it's like she wants to protect us, and she's perhaps asking us to protect her as well. So we need to come into some kind of remembrance. And that was another card that came up in my mind, where this card says, I remember. And this is about the soul plan we all have before we come here to Earth. And it's talking about that we're starting to remember why we came here. So I feel that it's time really to have an extra look at what we are really doing here, and try to come out of that hamster wheel sometimes, and try to look at life from a higher perspective. Now, the two last cards that came to my mind were these two cards, and I will just show you here, where it's talking about activated Earth and a new Earth, talking about that we need to hold the vision right now, because there is coming some kind of development here on planet Earth, where we are changing vibrations, and where we are also changing our vibrations within our bodies, just like we were talking about before with the Earth signs, our structure, bone structure, that we are beginning to vibrate on different vibrations right now. And activated Earth is talking about that power places on Earth, for example, Norway or Hawaii could be two places where the energies are extra strong. So just really trust where we are right now. Wherever you are in the world, trust that that is where you are supposed to be according to your soul contract down here. So I felt that I would just show you these cards as they were calling my they were really popping up in my mind, and they have been there for quite some time. So I just felt that it would be the right time to make them a part of this reading as well. So definitely we need to hold our vibration, because there is something coming, there is something strong coming in here. Now, just as a little an additional message, when we had to the Capricorn card, that is actually where we find the planet Pluto right now in the zodiac sign of Capricorn. It's going retrograde at the moment. It's on 25 degrees right now, retrograde in Capricorn right now, I believe. And so Pluto is talking about taking back the power to ourselves, instead of just being wishy-washy and letting it be up to someone else to do the work. It's like the phoenix rising. So I feel that here we are going back now to Pluto is going back now in Capricorn to ask some extra questions, to look again for more details, to make sure that we are looking at every angle, and that we have had a look at every detail, because there's something of rebirth going on. We're taking a major leap forward right now. We have really the possibility to transform into a higher vibration, I feel. And so Pluto is also about power. So we need to look at how we are understanding the concept of power. Whom are we giving our power to? And perhaps it's time to take back our power as a planet Earth people. And also Pluto is talking about deep soul transformation here. It wants to get to the bottom of things. It wants to it is burning through everything until the truth is rising up, basically, because the truth always will come out sooner or later, but it will just keep going here, Pluto, until that truth has come up to the surface. So there is definitely something here where we have the possibility now to actually transform into something of a higher vibration, and that could also assist Mother Earth in raising her frequency as well. So it's really important that we start to look at our Earth life as something that is destined, that we have chosen to be here at this moment in time, and that we are at a very important time in history. So that was what I had for you in this AstroTarot reading for the next 2 weeks, and what to expect as a collective. If you feel that there's something in this reading that resonates with your personal life journey at the moment, then definitely take that with you. And I will leave some more information in the box below this video if you are more astrologically inclined. So stay tuned out there. Take good care of yourselves. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.